G'day viewers, how you doing? There's a scenery patch number 16 in the news for Diesel Railcar Simulator. Now, if you've never heard of Diesel Railcar Simulator, it's a very undersung simulator. It's got graphics probably about halfway between TSC and TSW, but its physics and the way the trains behave, the signalling, the aspects of train operations, perfect. Perfect. It's easier to run than Run 8, but it's easily got the physics of Run 8. Easily. It's got things like properly working suspension where every single component in the bogie visibly moves. It's all modelled. The scenery, or the braking physics, spot on. It behaves like a lapped brake should. It's the only game I know of where lapped brakes actually work properly. But anyway, and as you guys know, I do actually drive real trains, so... Anyway, let's have a look. Scenery patch number 16. Scenery patch 16 is live now with the following changes. There's been quite a lot of changes lately, which is pretty impressive given it's one developer that does this thing, does it all. For the editors, that's the other thing about this, is you can make your own stuff. Renamed model files, model source, in root editor to plain and packed files for consistency with the train editor. Fixed changing the parent of a model node from the editor side panel to automatically update local position, rotation, and scale. Fixed the model node parent list in editor side panel to correctly remove invalid options that might lead to a crash. Added sane default volume and pitch values for new sound behaviors in train editor, and added symbol asset packing progress report on screen. I should add, as usual, I read this out to improve the accessibility of the information. Visuals. Fixed incorrectly oriented rail fastenings in some auto-generated turnouts. Fixed texture distortion on the sides of sleepers in auto-generated turnouts. Fixed some vegetation shadow artifacts. Fixed false positives in material matching, which fixes the Class 31 roof colours. Adjusted screen space ambient occlusion settings. Adjusted brake van interior brightness. Added some contest screenshots to loading and credit screens. Miscellaneous. Replaced the third-party model loader with a custom one for .obj.mtl files. This third-party loader was unable to load models if there were some special characters in the file path. Changed rail joint sound mixing to normal for trains last saved before April 13 because the sounds over turnouts were too loud. Reduced the bass in the Class 37/and40 engine sounds. Fixed AWS to not cause emergency braking at start on some vehicles. What's next? The next major update will be the gameplay update to be released in 2025 along with smaller patches as required. So, I've streamed this simulator a few times. I really enjoy playing it. It is right up there. It's really good. There's quite a lot of good community content come out for it. There was a major change to the way scenery worked partway through the game, probably about a year or so ago now. Some of the older routes have not caught up because that's what happens with community content. It gets abandoned sometimes. So not everything is up to the standards of where the game is today, but they're still playable, those ones. But there's quite a lot to choose from that is right up there, and it's a lot of fun. So, yeah, I encourage you to give it a try. It is PC only, unfortunately, but, yeah, give it a crack. Alrighty. Have fun, folks. See you later.
We played a game.